The thing is about sin, it's an imaginary disease that religion gives you to sell you the cure. And what is they selling? Salvation from the imaginary sky daddy that gave you the sin in the first place. That doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. Now, overall, Catholics have had a big clash with the church over sins. A survey recently has found that the Catholic Church teaches that premarital sex, gay marriage, contraception, and divorce are all wrong. But a major survey just came out ahead of Pope Francis' trip here to the United States finds that America does not agree with the way the Catholic Church has been treating these so-called sins. Now, a much smaller but significant percentages don't even see abortion and even grounds for excommunication under canon law as a sin. What's really interesting here is that cohabitation without marriage, that's, called living in sin, living together. 65% say it's not a sin, and 51% of those are regular churchgoers. Homosexual behavior, 50% of all Catholics say that is not a sin, although that has dropped to 36% among those who attend Mass regularly. Gee, I wonder why, with all the anti-gay fervor that's been going on lately. Now, contraception, that's another big sticking point. The Catholic Church had this stance as, from the song, if you've ever seen it, every sperm is sacred, every sperm is good, but it's not like that. People want to be able to enjoy sex without having children, and they should be allowed to. The problem is the church sees having sex for one thing only, procreation, not for enjoyment, which is total bullshit. That is down up to 63% of those. More than 3/4 say that contraception is not a sin, including 63% of those who are in their pews, and I'm not talking in the bathroom, on every Sunday. Now, divorce is 7 out of 10 say it's not a sin, and it shouldn't be. Because if you're in a bad relationship and you need to get out because the person's beating you or whatever reasons you deem you need to be out of the marriage with this person, more than half of those who frequently attend church services also agree. Now, abortion, there's the tricky one. Now, a third of all Catholics say terminating a pregnancy is not a sin. Among those are church-going Catholics, 1 in 5 don't see abortion as sinful. Chris, your thoughts?
That's surprising. I would think that they would actually see it as sinful a little bit.
Well, they used to, but I mean, it's changing now.
Yeah, it's changed, and that's wonderful. We went from hardly anybody to accepting to almost all, if not all, 50 states to actually accepting. Which is a really great thing.
Yes, I think that what it is boils down to here is that religion is being seen for what it is. A superstitious nonsense mumbo-jumbo bullshit. And they are pushing it aside because of the fact is, hey, it's like, this is how we are. This is who we are. We're humans. We do these things. We have this ability to, have an abortion or get divorced or whatever. And just because some book of magic spells says you can't do that, it is bullshit. And besides, the fact is that the Bible even supports abortion in several passages. So for people to say that the Bible is against abortion have never actually fucking read it.
Yeah, people need to do their research.
Yes, they do.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Whether it's in religion or anything else.
Yeah. Now, the thing here is, says Pope Francis is coming to the United States later this month. Apparently he has won for a less judgmental approach to Catholic rule breakers this week. He said that priests can absolve women who've had abortions considered a grave sin. Bullshit. It's not a grave sin. It's never a grave sin. Isn't it magnanimous of him to say, oh, you priests out there, you can just, forgive those people who've had abortions now. Oh, aren't you a big guy? Oh, aren't you wonderful? Oh, thank you. Fuck you. Just fuck you. If a woman wants to get an abortion, she should be able to, and she should not have to worry about being excommunicated to begin with. I mean, not that it fucking matters. I mean, she could pick up and carry her ass to another church or or just leave that faith or belief and go to some other belief where they don't give a shit. Where if the last church said, "Hey, we don't want you here anymore." So I know some people take their religion very seriously, but you know what? You're fucking crazy.
Yeah, huh? I always wondered if like the Christian religion would be almost as bad as So it's like the religion where all the women have to hide their face.
Oh,
and if
Islam.
they, like, yeah, Islam. And if they like do something like bad to their husband, they get acid thrown at them, and they allow it.
Yeah, there have been instances where the wife has said that she didn't want to be in the marriage, or she tried to leave, and the husband threw acid in her face to punish her. Yes, but the Bible isn't much better. I mean, there's a passage in there. I don't remember which one it is off the top of my head, but let's say the woman's husband is in a fight, and she grabs the junk of the other guy to get him off of her husband for whatever reason, because he's losing or whatever. You think he'd be, "Oh, hey, thanks, honey, for helping me out and getting that guy off me"? Nope. She loses a hand. That's in the Bible. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh boy.
Yeah. So those are the little passages they don't teach you in church.
Never learned that in Sunday school.
Yes, that's certainly one thing. You bring it up to them, they go, "Oh, well, they'll brush it off. Don't mean nothing." No, it's just,